Alright guys, thanks for tuning into today's video. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you're into gaming and all things PlayStation news, rumours and leaks. First up, scalpers in the UK are capitalizing on the trend involving the PlayStation 5 Pro and its external disc drives, leading to frustration amongst many gamers. The PS5 Pro, which has been drawing attention for its upgraded performance and features, is set to release tomorrow worldwide, although there are many reports of people receiving their PS5 Pro deliveries early. However, one of its most talked about drawbacks is the lack of a built-in optical disc drive. For players who prefer physical game collections or who already own PS4 and PS5 disc-based titles, the design choice has raised some concerns. To address this, Sony released the PS5 Slim Disc Drive late in 2023 as an optional add-on. While this provides a solution for those looking to use physical media with their PS5 Pro, the increased demand following the Pro's announcement in September quickly led to these drives selling out online. The drives come with an extra cost of about $80 in addition to the PS5 Pro's price. In the UK, the situation is more severe, as official retailers have run out of stock, leaving consumers with few options other than turning to resellers. Second-hand sellers on platforms like eBay are taking advantage of the limited availability, pricing these disc drives as high as £400. That's $521 for a optical drive for the PS5 Pro. Absolute scheming. Let's not go there. This is a significant markup for Sony's official price of $99.99, approximately $130. Other listings show the drives at £151 and £200, sometimes with added postage fees as well, making this an even pricier purchase for those who prefer physical media. This is on top of the PS5 Pro's retail price of £700, turning it into an expensive proposition for gaming enthusiasts. Despite the cost, the PS5 Pro has already seen strong sales, becoming a top seller at major retailers like Amazon. The console's packaging addresses the absence of a built-in disc drive, although it has left players puzzled as to why the design choice is promoted as a benefit. The situation for the disc drive is similar to the launch of the PS5 during the pandemic in 2020, when stock shortages and scalpers made obtaining the console a challenge. The shortage of these drives has allowed scalpers to step in and sell them at inflated prices, reminiscent of the struggles faced by buyers during the original PS5 release. For now, gamers who wish to add physical game capability to their PS5 Pro are left hoping for restocks or considering whether the reseller price is worth the purchase. Let's hope Sony can release more of their disc drives to the retailers. And as soon as they do, watch those inflated prices on eBay crash. Let me know if you've managed to get yourself a disc drive or if you are planning on going all digital. Let's move on. Is GTA 6 now in its final stages of development? Are the devs working on the game's polish and finish, making sure that they've figured out how players are going to be randomly playing within the GTA 6 world? Maybe Ben Hinchcliffe can help answer these questions, and I'll tell you who he is in a moment. You know, things are stirring when we start to get regular reports and updates about games on a constant basis, and now over the past few weeks we're starting to hear more and more about GTA 6, from rumours of an upcoming new GTA 6 trailer to reports about what to expect in the game. Even though we don't yet have an official release date, fans and industry experts are really excited to hear more and see more about this game. Now, a former employee of Rockstar Games, Ben Hinchcliffe, who worked there as a game designer for over a decade, and he worked on games like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. He was also involved with GTA 6 before leaving to start on a new venture. He shared some insights that provide a unique perspective on the current state of development. In a recent discussion on a GTA-specific YouTube channel, Hinchcliffe shed light on what the final stages of development typically look like for a game of this scale. When asked about the main focus at this stage, he described the process as tightening every detail to ensure the game is ready for players to fully explore, including all the ways that they might interact with it beyond the intended gameplay. He highlighted the significant challenge developers face, which is dedicating most of their effort, around 90% of their effort, on GTA 6 to managing the unintended player actions. Often players ignore the instructions or objectives, choosing instead to take their own path within the game world. Hinchcliffe humorously illustrated this point by describing a situation where, instead of following an objective like driving from point A to B, a player might abandon the car, head in the opposite direction, or start a chaotic sequence by interacting with non-mission elements. This unpredictability of player behavior requires developers to invest a considerable amount of time preparing for all those potential outcomes. While these spontaneous actions might only attract a fraction of the player base, the developers still need to ensure that the game can handle them smoothly, and Hinchcliffe emphasised that the game doesn't restrict the player's choices but instead adapts to these new changes. He gave an example of a mission where, instead of using the conventional approach of shooting an enemy, a player might drop an object on them and the game should still respond appropriately. According to Hinchcliffe, this level of flexibility is what defines the essence of a GTA series, providing players with the freedom to push the boundaries while maintaining an immersive experience. The hype surrounding GTA 6 is substantial, with many expecting it to set new benchmarks within the gaming industry, and as of now, projections indicate that it could be ready for its debut across all platforms by around fall of 2025. The timeline aligns with the idea that the game is in its final development stages and that the devs have been working away on its final polish phase, where developers are busy working away preparing to meet the expectations of a massive and eager audience. Just goes to show what goes on behind the scenes of creating a game like GTA, and where the devs are trying to think about what players may do in the game and making sure that the game responds to those actions accordingly. Absolutely fascinating. And it's also great that we're getting these little snippets of regular information about GTA 6, and hopefully we do get to see a gameplay demo at the Game Awards next month and then go into full marketing mode in 2025 ahead of the game's release. Okay, let's move on to another game that we've heard many rumours about, and this is Resident Evil 9, especially with it supposedly being an open world game. And today we've got more rumours about Resident Evil 9, with YouTuber Residents of Evil sharing a significant batch of alleged details. So this is about Resident Evil 9, and these leaks or reports are apparently from this individual's YouTube channel. So these reports of Resident Evil 9 suggest that the return of iconic characters Jill Valentine and Leon Kennedy as the main protagonists within the game, a duo that the fans have long dreamed of seeing together in a major title. The rumoured storyline introduces Jill and Leon as they investigate an island serving as the stronghold of the organisation behind Evelyn, the antagonist from Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. The shadowy group is now reportedly using the powerful monster, I believe it's called Megamycete, previously controlled by Miranda, the villain in Resident Evil Village, to create clones of Evelyn. Both Jill and Leon are said to face personal challenges becoming infected by the mysterious mold as the story unfolds. Our supporting characters are rumoured to include Chris Redfield and Barry Burton, who will assist Jill and Leon remotely. Rumours also suggest that Rosemary Winters, an essential character in Resident Evil Village, may also play a part in the game. The design of Jill's outfit is said to be similar to her tactical gear from Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmares, and in contrast, Leon is described as appearing older with longer hair and facial stubble, reflecting his more seasoned status. Gameplay settings are rumoured to span various environments such as hospitals, dark forests, desolate homes, underground labs, and cavernous spaces, promising a range of eerie atmospheres. The enemies Jill and Leon face in the game are described as evolved versions of the series' classic zombies, with one particular menacing creature exposed to stalking them throughout the entire game. Despite these intriguing details, there's currently no official confirmation from Capcom. The only concrete fact is that Resident Evil 9 is under development, directed by Toshi Nakanishi, known for his work on Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Fans have noted that the game recently appeared on Metacritic, hinting that a game reveal might be on the horizon, possibly at the Game Awards in December. Well-known Resident Evil insider Dusk Golem shared updates earlier this year, indicating that the game announcement was delayed internally, pushing the potential release to late 2025 or maybe even early 2026. And while these rumours create more intrigue into the game, it's essential to remember that Capcom hasn't actually made an official statement yet, so at the moment, this is all speculation and rumours. But with the franchise's 30th anniversary approaching in March 2026, a release around that milestone would align well with the series' legacy and celebration plans. Great to hear more about Resident Evil 9, even if it is just rumours right now. But what we could really do with, just like with GTA 6, I really hope we get to see some kind of an official update or trailer from Capcom at the Game Awards. Now, to the surprise of many people, Hogwarts Legacy emerged as 2023's best-selling game, surpassing massive big hitters like Call of Duty, EAFC, which used to be called FIFA, and even Grand Theft Auto 5. This incredible success has propelled Warner Bros. Interactive to prioritize a follow-up to Hogwarts Legacy. Recently, a report from Variety confirmed that a sequel is officially in the works, setting the stage for more wizarding adventures. What makes the sequel particularly intriguing is its planned connection with an upcoming Harry Potter TV series reboot on HBO. David Haddad, president of WB Interactive, mentioned that the development team has been working closely to align the game's narrative with a new show. According to Variety, the team is integrating later story elements between the game and the series, aiming for a unified storytelling experience that spans different media formats. It marks a shift in approach for the Hogwarts Legacy series. The original game was set in the 1800s, deliberately distant from the timeline of J.K. Rowling's novels. This allowed players to explore a fresh era without disrupting the established history or overlapping with existing characters. Now, however, the requirement to link the game with the show may add another layer of complexity to the creative process. It's a gamble that can lead to memorable storytelling moments that enrich both the game and the series, or result in challenges that impact both projects. Since its release in 2023, Hogwarts Legacy has continued to perform exceptionally well. Warner Bros. Revealed earlier in the year that the game has sold a very impressive 22 million copies by March. That number has since climbed to over 30 million, testament to the lasting appeal of the Harry Potter world. The growth highlights the enthusiasm shared by fans of all ages, as noted by Warner Bros. Games. The company pointed out that their research indicates strong loyalty across different generations, suggesting that the passion for wizarding tales remains as deep as ever. They aim to create experiences that feel genuine and satisfying to this dedicated audience. Now, with the sequel now confirmed as a top priority, fans can look forward to new journeys in the magical world. This trend of tying in games, movies, and TV series is on the up, and it's only going to continue to grow. Sony are in the middle of this process with the Uncharted movies, God of War, Horizon, The Last of Us, and Ghosts of Tsushima, TV shows and movies all in the works, all based on games. Now, the key will be how they tie all of this together and stay true to the original games. The challenge will lie in weaving the games and movies seamlessly into the same universe without compromising the unique sense of adventure that made the games a massive hit in the first place. Whether the cross-medium connections will enhance the overall experience or introduce unforeseen complications still remains to be seen. If the games have done well, I hope the TV shows and the movies stay true to the original games, and I think people will enjoy them on the whole. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.